Morning, everyone. Are we on? Disconnected. Oh no. Where are we? Are we working? Alright, good morning, everyone. Let me bring you guys down here. Wi-Fi's been playing up a bit again, but it seems to be all good. You guys on Zoom should be able to hear me. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Let me just plug in my phone. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Lots to run over today. Lots of big moves on gold. Gold currently grabbing some nice upside liquidity to start the day. Some very nice upside liquidity. Let me just move you guys over here. And let's jump straight in.
Recording in progress.
Awesome. All right, let's have a look, guys. So let's have a look at the moves that we saw yesterday on gold. You had some really nice buying opportunities yesterday on gold in the New York session. Once you formed this beautiful morning star. You rejected, you grabbed the lows, held the support, bottom wicked. In the New York session, taking the flip of this up into here was like a 160 tick trade. And there was actually really nice buys again in Asia. Again, New York and Asia have just been the best sessions recently. Here in Asia, you came down, you grabbed the liquidity, held the support. You can take buys on here on gold with your stop loss below that low. You're running up into needing to grab these highs and these highs up here that we spoke about in our New York session yesterday. So amazing buys yesterday in New York and sells. We took some buys here and then called the sells. Once you broke back below here, you could have shorted this one. Once you reject, hold the support, flip the buys, go long, and then some amazing buys here in Asia. I don't know if anyone did get them longs in Asia when we spoke about in the market chat, that 30-minute fake out. You literally broke back above, you broke below, you broke back above. You don't get too worried about that resistance because that's your liquidity level. There's your fake out. Longs there in Asia. Really nice push. Really nice push. So good job to you guys if you did get the buys in Asia. I haven't been on the charts at all today. So it's my first time jumping on. We've got a nice big push here on gold though. I was looking to see if we could jump on early, but to be honest, there wasn't much for us. I wanted buys up into this liquidity level, but we'd already pushed up that much. The buying here, it just wasn't really worth it. But we'll have a look at this hourly close in a second. Give me 2 seconds, guys. All right, sorry guys, I'm back. All right, let's have a look at what we got today here on gold for the London session. Obviously, you know, gold's already pushing. Only entries was down here, but we do still have nice liquidity up here that we can look for longs into. Only if we don't just, you know, rip it for still 30 ticks, but it's actually pretty nice. So we still got buyers up into this level on gold, you know. Anyone who's selling gold here, stops are above here. So anyone who's jumping in shorts on gold, stops are going to be above this high. So if we can still get buys up into that, that's a very nice level of liquidity to me. So let's adjust these levels a little bit so we can start looking for these longs. We've got a nice resistance level there. We are breaking out of this big level as well. We don't really need any downside levels because this is the all-time high as well. This is the all-time high. If we break through this, you know, could we just also continue ripping? Maybe. We don't know what's going to happen up here, but we want to be exposed to it, that's for sure. If we can get longs on the next 15 bottom wick to continue buying gold into this liquidity level, and you could continue ripping, fantastic. But even if we just take buys and we lock it in here, that's still 35 ticks. That's still a great trade. So that's my plan of action today on gold here in the London session. Continue buying gold up into these all-time highs. Let me just fire up Top Step. Let's get Top Step on the go. Be trading on Top Step today. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me just clean up my chart. So what we're on the 15. I'm going to make this the 30. I'm going to make this the 5. How's that 5 looking? Yeah, we'll wait for this 15 to close because this 5 minutes pretty overextended as well. I want to be buying up here. I want to see that 15. Next 15 open, instant bottom wick, and we got gold buys into here. And that looks like a pretty decent trade to me. Where's that on the futures? On the futures, them highs are around 27. I'll call it 28, 26, 28. Looks like a pretty decent level. Yeah, decent buys today in Asia. Apologies, guys, in the community. I didn't get to jump on the Asia call today. I've had a very, very busy day. A very busy day. But obviously, Mark jumped on a Asia stream today, which is good. No, futures hasn't grabbed it just yet. It has grabbed it's grabbed these ones, but it hasn't grabbed these all-time highs here, man. These all-time highs are around 26, 28. 26, 28. But yeah, it has grabbed all of these as well, which is nice. But we've still got these highs up here. So all we want to see, the next 15 come down, find some support, and then continue buying. The next real level to come down to is here, but I don't think we'll come down that much. It wouldn't surprise me if we just get a quick bottom wick and just keep pushing like we have seen in the London session all week. London's just been opening and just ripping. But this was a lovely, lovely level of liquidity today. How many people do you think would have jumped in shorts there? Stops are above that high. Loads. Absolute loads. So buying up into that in Asia was a very nice trade. Much discrepancy between... Yes, there is, man. There is. That's the reason. See, literally the only reason I use this currency chart is because sometimes the currency chart could grab the highs and lows, but the futures doesn't. And if you're waiting for it to get grabbed on the futures, well, sometimes the future chart could just leave a perfect double top or double bottom and then push, whereas the currency chart will actually have the liquidity grab. So if you just watch the futures, sometimes you can miss a trade. And that's literally the only reason I look at this this chart here. All execution is done on the futures on Top Step. But yeah, I do the analysis on here. So you're coming down, you're grabbing 5-minute lows, which is nice. Let me just mark on that high. Where's that high? Where's that all-time high? Oh, I said that 2600 level as well. Yeah, very nice. You can see here in the New York session yesterday, you guys on Zoom, we literally bounced perfectly off our key level of 2575, which previously is also a very nice level. So New York buys yesterday were really, really nice. You had perfect liquidity levels. Reject, grab the lows, hold the support. You take buys at 3 p.m. London time, you're done for the week. Absolutely beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. That's all good. The best buy in Asia was the 30-minute fake out. Best buy in Asia was here. Once you broke back above, here. Longs. You don't care about this resistance because that's your liquidity level. You left a perfect double top. You have a liquidity up here. So as soon as you get that 30-minute fake out, boom, there's your buys in Asia. Then you look at it on the hourly. Boom, beautiful rejection. Grab the liquidity, held the support. You take buys at 3 AM London time. That was a really good Asia buy. So if any of you guys did take Asia buys based off that liquidity grab, and Mark on the Asian session spoke about the fact that we don't want to take buys before this. How many people do you think would have taken buys here? Stop loss just below there. They get stopped out, then it has the real move. Loads. But as soon as you do grab the lows, hold support. Either take the flip here, take this candle, doesn't really matter. You have a perfect clear target, which we spoke about in our New York session yesterday. You got 70 ticks in Asia. It was quite late in Asia, I think, though. 3 AM. Is that late in Asia? What time is that Brisbane time? Was it after the 11 AM push? What time is that? Where's Brisbane? It was at... yeah, 12 PM now. It's good. There's the 11 AM candle, which grabbed the liquidity. Boom, buys. Very nice trade. Very nice trade. I should have taken that. Wasn't on the charts today, though. Well, that's a hard stop, man. That's a hard stop. Your real stop loss is if you break back below here. You close back below there. That's your real stop loss, man. You know, hard stops here. Definitely about 32. Second, you close back below this level and you continue to range. Or as soon as you break these highs, your stop loss goes below the current hourly low. So you go from risking 30 to risking 9. But that's just a hard stop, remember? You know, if you look at the hard stop, you look at the risk to reward, you go, it's only a 1-to-1. No, that's a hard stop. Your actual stop loss is if this closes back below here. So your actual risk to reward is very good. It's very good. I always use look at this 5. 5 coming down, grabbing the lows. 15 is about to close. This is a very nice liquidity grab. If this 15 opens with an instant bottom wick, we got some buys here on gold. Let me have a look at this 5 on top step. We got liquidity grab. We got targets at that 2600 all-time high region. 15's about to close. Very bullish. Previous hourly close was bullish. Not the best bullish candle, but it was still bullish. You're grabbing the liquidity here. So bottom wick on this 15 and we can have some longs. What would that be? Take the a little bit more. Break even 7. Your targets are up here. Well, you may grab that wick first. What would the stops be on this current flip? 8. It's a very good stop loss for a 26 tick target. It's an instant bottom wick. I think you may re-grab these lows though. But you look on the 15. That's an instant 15 bottom wick. But also, if you take it off the 15, well, then you got to have stops below the 15, which is way too big. Way too big. Yeah, I never watch the 5-minute when trading Asia, man. I never watch it. Honestly, never watch the 5-minute in Asia. I trade off the 30 and just let it do its thing. Let me zoom into this top step chart. Yeah, no top wick in this current 15 on the futures. If this 15 flips bullish, you can have some longs here on gold. You can have some very nice longs. What's that on the futures? About 22.4. Yeah, my best trades in Asia are where I don't even watch the 5-minute. I literally just take trades off the 30, manage off the 30, and I go about my day. I don't sit there and watch it. I just execute, set some alerts, and walk away. And I find that's what works best at the minute. Kind of like the Asia sells. Was it yesterday? What was the Asia sells that we spoke about? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. No, sorry, Wednesday. Once you grab the highs and close bearish, literally just take the shorts there. Hard stop here. You know, you push down 56 plus ticks. Even if you took break even off there, still got 31 ticks. Didn't even watch the 5-minute. I didn't get me a break even. I was lucky. I was getting a haircut. 5-minute push and down here, grabbing the previous lows. So if this 5 can flip bullish, you could have some nice longs, because that's also the flip of the 15. As soon as we re-grab these lows, upside targets. 30-minute is at the resistance, but it's a very, very, very nice liquidity level. Yo, Aaron, what up, man? What up? You're gonna grab the lows. That 15. 15 is beautiful. 15 come down for that instant bottom wick. If the 15 doesn't flip bullish, then the 30-minute will be finding resistance, and you may get more of a bottom wick on the 30. So I'm not putting it into that 5-minute grabs the lows. I need to see that 5-minute grab the lows. Every time I go to sleep with an open trade, it hits TP. Sometimes it's the way it is, man. Sometimes you have to, you know, have your entry, have your TP, have your stop loss, and just let it breathe and refine over time once you build up data to know what works and what doesn't. If you find every time you manage your trades it ends up hitting TP, cool, just stop managing your trades and let them breathe. So you've left that for later. 5-minute about to close in 50 seconds. Kind of weird how we didn't grab the lows. So I'd have this. But the 15 is flipping bullish. But you can't really buy here and put your stop loss there. Your stop loss will have to be right down here. The Discord link is floating around somewhere. I'm not too sure what you mean, Mally. I'm not too sure what that means. If you've got liquidity, then that's what you're buying into. You don't have to worry about if it's right at resistance. Your trade is based off the liquidity grabs. So 15 is reflipping bullish. 5-minute kind of left 2 equal lows. If you were in this 15 flip here, this is not very safe. Not very safe. If we had wicked out that low, I'd be all in this. I'd be all in this. But the fact that you'd never grabbed them lows is kind of strange. So could we be waiting for the 30 to give more of a bottom wick before then? You know, we could look at that. Maybe. Maybe. Long from 2622.2. Is that on the futures? 26. Yeah, off that 5-minute sport. Yeah, it's nice, man. Gotta be careful, this little double bottom here. Happy Friday, Zad. What's up, man? What's going on? I feel like cashing out 20k. Come a long way. It's good. It's not. I doesn't really like. I don't. It's good, obviously. It's a very well deserved payout. But like in terms of, am I going to go finance a Lamborghini? No, my life's not really going to change that much. But it's good to, you know, it's always good just to pull something out and spend it on something. So that's going to cover me in Europe for the next however long, which is good. Remember a payout, big dog. Awesome, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Next watch. Nah, we were just talking about that today. I was like, I have my Wimbledon, but I just don't really wear it that much. That I just don't get the value out of it. As much as I love it, it's just a good little savings account, don't get me wrong. But I don't love them enough that I want to buy another one just yet. I do, it's weird, I do. I absolutely love watches, but I just kind of get, it's just the thing with me. I have like buy these things and the novelty just wears off. That's why I'd never buy like a fancy car anytime soon, because the novelty just wears off. I know what I'm like. So 15 is flipping bullish, but stops would have been very big there. If you take the 15, the stops has to be all the way down there, which is a bit too big. A bit too big. But it's good to have the watch because it's it's just a savings account. You could sell it at any point and get the same price, if not more. Novelty does wear off. There you go. 15 was a flip there on gold. If you took the 15 flip, well done. Stops for me were too big to scalp it. Flipping very well there now. Very, very well. 15 flip is currently up about 11 ticks. Again, 5 minute just kind of doing what the 5 minute does, but it just was super ugly. Because you came down, you did get that 15 instant bottom wick, but you'd expect you'd grab these lows, so you may leave them for later on. Or could we be grabbing these highs to pull back? This 5 minute close will be interesting. 5 minute close will be very interesting. Good morning, man. So you're wicking out the highs. You haven't really closed above, so I can't really take longs here just yet. Because this could be grabbing the liquidity to come back down to these lows. Grabbing the previous 50-minute high. I still think the 30 will probably give us more of a bottom wick. Got 63% people long here, 37% people short. I don't think that 5 flip would be worth it. No, not worth it. 61% people long. Yeah, a lot of profit taking also on highs. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. A lot of profit taking is very, very, very important. Always very important to remember these all-time highs. Yeah. Like anyone who's buying these gold here, yeah, all-time high regions, yeah, you're taking a lot of profit. I do still believe a lot of people will probably be jumping in short stops above there. That's what I really want to be buying up into here, but there's just nowhere for me to do it right now, unfortunately. What is it? 18 ticks away now. Do we have any news today? Nah, no news today. No news. No news. Looks like that 15 flip was the one. 15 flip was the one. Again, that risk reward is minimum what you'd have. And there's nowhere to actually, like before, I said here, if you'd manage this trade if it breaks back below. Well, here, you could come all the way back down to here, retested before pushing higher. So that has to actually be your stop. So that risk to reward, for me, is not worth it. Like I say, you want to be buying gold. You want to be buying gold down here, not up here. Yeah, I don't know how that 5 didn't. Yeah, see, the only reason I wanted that 5 to grab the lows is so I could have a valid stop to buy up here. Otherwise, buying up here is incredibly risky. Reason to not take the trade? Not too sure. I mean, you don't have to see every trade, but you know, you had a perfect double top. You had liquidity all the way over here. You had a big fake out of the support. This was also a big hourly rejection, an overall daily bullish bias. But if you didn't take it because you didn't like this range, yeah, there's also nothing wrong with that. You don't have to see every single move. But for me, it was nice. You had the bullish. The bias was bullish into here and here, which Mark explained on the call. As soon as the hourly grabs lows, respects the support, just take the longs. You have more reason to go long than short. You have a liquidity grab for entry. You have targets. And you also had a decent rejection and a 30-minute fake out. But again, you know, you don't have to see everyone. If you don't really see that one, that's also like totally fine. You don't have to. Joe in the house, what's going on, man? Goldie's still pushing here. What's going on, Joe? Good to have you in the chat, man. Only 10 ticks into highs now here on gold. 15 flip. Was the nicest trade? Was the nicest trade? The only thing is, the only reason I didn't like this, yeah, like I say, is that for me that risk reward is just shit. Even though it's hitting, it's not worth the risk. Risk reward is not worth it. And even the 5, it didn't really give an entry, which is typical. Always watch streams when I get a chance. Good man, good man. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear, man. 30 minutes just closed. Bullish there on gold. Nice 30-minute close. 15's also broken out beautifully. You got this all-time high level just there. You got that 2600 level. Makes sense to see this continue pushing up on gold. But again, do I want to be a buyer on gold at all-time highs? Not really. If I want to be a buyer on gold, it's back down here. Why do I want to be a buyer right at the all-time highs? You're almost just FOMOing into the move. The move's already happened, unfortunately. Unless you get some 5-minute liquidity grabs, you can get a valid stop. But to do this at all-time highs, to me, is stupid. Just to maybe squeeze out 10 ticks, I'm not that desperate for 10 ticks. If I want gold buys, I want gold down here, not up here. So, now that we're at these highs, if we grab these highs and start breaking back below, then yeah, could we look for a pullback? Definitely. Definitely. That would make much more sense. Smash those likes. Absolutely, man. Get the likes in there. Explain New York trade. Which one, man? Which one? This one? This one was a very simple buy. Your key level 25.75, previous big level, all-time high, big news wick to fill in. Just bounced off a level of support, rejected, grabbed the lows, held the support, beautiful morning star play. Like I say, previous strong level, our key level 25.75, instant bottom wick, and reasons to target these highs. Even if you just took it to there, even if you just took that part of the move. Or, you know, even if you wait for this candle to close bullish, you took the buys from here. Also a great trade. There was about 4 different reasons to take buys in gold yesterday in New York. I took buys before that. I didn't stay out. I didn't stay up that late. I don't watch New York that late. I took buys here on gold, off this level, which we spoke about in our pre-New York market call. Here, trying to get the big run up into here. But as soon as you start grabbing previous hourly highs, you're running up about 35 plus ticks. So take some partials. Of course, go to break even. If you're gonna push, you're gonna push. You had New York Open coming out. You also had news, and then you end up having this really big push down. Really big push down. That was a really nice Asia buy. Again, London. By the time you get to London, we've already had the big push. So very easy buys from there, and very easy buys from there. If you had closed, if you'd closed back below this level on gold, you could have easily pulled back into this big kind of, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. But you can kind of see once you rejected grab lows, held support, cool. Don't predict, react. You're grabbing lows, you're holding support, go long. Trade what you see. And yeah, by the time you jump on London, yeah, it's already had a, this big push came in at about 5 a.m. London time. So like I say, where do you want to be at? Look at this from a very neutral perspective. Don't see this push up and be emotional. Where do you want to be a buyer on gold? If we look at this chart on gold, where do we want to be a buyer? You want to be a buyer once you grab lows and hold this support. You also want to be a buyer once you break back above here. So you want to be a buyer at 6 a.m. and 2 a.m. London time in the Asian session. Not at 8 a.m. London time, where you've already fulfilled the whole entire move. So all we can really do is just wait to see how we react around these all-time highs. It's a big area. How's this week look? This weekly's probably looking pretty bullish. Yeah, weekly's also broke above massive key level. Monthly all-time high level, broke above it, came back down as support, and continuing to absolutely rip. I need to clean up these levels a little bit. Look at this monthly on gold. Look at this. Resistance, you broke above, you held it support. Monthly reflip bullish. 900 fucking ticks. Just simple. There's your resistance, there's your breakout, there's your retest of support. I don't think we needed ICT to tell us that was a pretty good place to look for longs. Yeah. You just want to be in it at good areas. And that's why you'd have the if you get rid of, let's get rid of this for a second. Coming onto the charts here on gold on Thursday, you've wicked out the highs, you've closed bearish. So coming into the charts on Thursday, you could even be looking for sells. But then, once yesterday holds the support and closes bullish back above these highs, then coming in today, you want to be bullish on gold up into these all-time high regions. No sells. So that's why when you come onto the charts in Asia, like Mark said on his calls, we have a bullish bias for the day based off this daily, re-engulfing the previous day, closing back above a major key level, big level of resistance. There's your resistance, you broke above it, you bottom weight, 2 equal daily highs, buy up into even that day. That's a great trade. So we'll have to see how we react around these all-time high regions now, because this is where you could, anyone buying gold here, where are they going to be taking profits? Well, obviously at these all-time highs regions. So if buyers are taking profits at these all-time highs, then that means there's opportunities for more sellers to step in and pull gold back. So to be honest, even if, on the 30-minute, even if gold closed above here and bottom weight, would I trust that for longs? No, I wouldn't, because you could easily just get fake outs from this level and pull back. Funding from $19, really? Not that I know of, man. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I don't see it on my end, man. Can't see anything here on gold. As you can see here on gold on top tab as well. Look at what we're doing. We just grabbed all-time highs and already pulling back. 25, 21 ticks, which is good. This is good for us. If we can pull back from these regions and this hourly wicks the highs, great. We could actually have sales into London. That's also fine. You've gone from being 60+% people long to all of a sudden now you're 52% long, 48% short. Yeah, futures didn't grab it, but that's what I said earlier. That's the reason I watched the currency chart. Futures doesn't need to grab it. As long as it's being grabbed on the currency chart, that's all that matters. Yeah, you did. Did you leave a perfect double top or did you grab it? Oh no, you didn't. Yeah, perfect double top. Look at that. Could be enough though if this hourly leaves a big rejection to look for a pullback. Because like I say, if I want to be buying gold today, I want to be buying gold back down here, not here. So could we still look for a pullback into here before that? Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look at everything else. What's Nasdaq been up to? Let's have a look. Let's break out on Nasdaq. Pretty clean trade again. I don't trade Nasdaq, but look at that. I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to see that was a pretty nice trend line. You broke above it. You held it at support and pushed up. That's pretty nice. Now coming into a big level of resistance. Big fake out last week on Nasdaq as well. Aggressively closed bearish. Last week aggressively closed bullish. So there's your major fake out. Coming into this week you take longs. Pretty nice swing trade there. Same as copper as well on the weekly. Daily holding support, pushing higher. Main reason to trade gold futures is I just like the way gold moves. To me it's very consistent. Something like Nasdaq, I just find it's incredibly inconsistent. Whereas gold is consistent, it respects very simple key levels very well, which you can see, and it moves well in any time zone. There's buys in Asia, buys in New York, and you get big moves in London as well. So gold moves well in every single session. Where if you just trade Nasdaq, well, obviously you just want to be trading that at the New York session. Whereas for me, gold gives multiple opportunities every single day. And if I can just get my 20, 30, 40 ticks a day on gold, scalping, that's good enough for me. And gold gives that more than that every single day. But yeah, the main reason is because it just moves so well in all my sessions. And it, like I said, just, you know, there's your big level of major support. It's previous resistance support. If once you came into this level, you went onto your terminal, you pressed that big juicy buy button, you would have made some big juicy returns. That's a good question, man. How did you master cutting losses early? I always try doing what you do, but it seems my mind can't get to make things to execute, can't have a trade. I don't really look at it like I cut a trade early. I cut a trade when it becomes invalid. But again, you know, you have to know your data. Like, what does your data tell you to do? Does your data tell you that most of the time when you cut your trades early, it hits full stop loss? Or does your data tell you most of the time when you manage your trades, you manage too aggressively and it keeps hitting TP? If you manage too aggressively and it ends up hitting TP most of the time, then simply just stop managing your trades. But for me personally, more times than not, when I manage my trades, it pays off. So very simply here on gold, let's say if you took buys here on gold, once you broke above this level and held this as support. Say if you took buys off this level on gold at 6 AM London time. For me, if I'm buying off this support and price closes below this level, well, then that's the trade invalid. And what I would see a lot of the times in my previous trades is the amount of times trades would close against me, retest, and keep pushing lower. Yet when you're retesting, I would all of a sudden get hopeful and be like, oh, cool, maybe it's time to go back above. Whereas if it actually closes, and the keyword is closes, if the candle closes below this level, then there's no reason to long. Unless it recloses back above, then great, I'll get back in and give it another chance. So it just comes back to, again, reacting, not predicting. If you're buying off the fact that you want price to hold this level and it doesn't, well then shouldn't you technically be selling that? Of course you should. So cut your longs and wait and go short if you want to. But the biggest thing is reacting, and then people will go, oh, well, what if it then closes back above? Well, we're not here to trade off what if. If it does reclose back above, cool. Give your trade a second chance. So cut your trades when they become invalid, not when, you know, you get emotional or you don't like it. I cut my trades when they don't make sense to hold them anymore. And I've just kind of over past however many years of watching gold, got a good intuition and of knowing when, you know, my best trades are when you break above, you grab lows, hold it at support and push. And if you break back below and that doesn't work, well, I know most of my good trades don't come from holding that. And I would end up just holding a loss for no reason. And I would look back and I'd be like, cool, the market literally closed, gave me an opportunity to admit I was wrong, and then pushed against me. And I could have cut my longs at break even and even taken the other side. I could have cut my loss really quick, really small, and actually flipped my bias and made even more money, as opposed to just holding onto this loss just because I can't bear to not be right all the time. That's my wisdom for the day. We'll end the stream there, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. See you next time. But yeah, anything else you guys are looking at, feel free to let me know. We kind of have to see this owl at these levels, so it doesn't just have to be futures. Anything else, you know, you might want to look at currency pairs, you want to look at oil, anything like that. Let me know. We'll have a look at it. You guys on YouTube, remember, drop a little like for the stream as well. 190 people tuning in here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Almost got, yeah, I wonder how many people clicked off there. How many did it just dip by? Same as you guys on Zoom. Feel free to shoot over anything. Any instruments you're looking at, doesn't have to just be gold. Any long-term things you might be looking at. It's a bit agitated these days. Oof, nice, Antonio. Nice, man. Sick. I haven't seen them. Let me have a look. Watching oil. Nice. Yeah, we'll have a look. Let me have a look at this whip. Oh yeah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice, man. GBP, GU, GJ, nah, too many. You only get one. Yeah, we could do some backtesting at some point, yeah. What was the first one? Oil. Yeah, let's have a look at oil. I like to look at oil. Yeah, I used to swing trade oil. I don't like day trading oil. It just fucking moves horrible on an intraday time frame. But day trading, yeah, I love the way oil moves. I love the way oil moves on a swing perspective. You know, we used to call gold oil swings a lot. Again, just, you know, key levels. You break back below $80, you come up, you grab the highs, you respect $80. Your next target's back down at the 60s. Last week you came down, held support. So buys on this week to come up and re-grab that high, which you can see I have drawn there. I'll delete it now. It was nice. So oil for the rest of the day. Yeah, Bitcoin. We'll have a look at Bitcoin. Absolutely. I'm watching gold on this other chart here, guys. Don't worry. I'm still watching it. Oil. Let me just have a look at the monthly. Major support. $70 is a huge level of support. That'll be a big barrier before we get to the 60s. So you want to be watching the 70s. 70s, 75, 50. So you're at major monthly support. Major monthly support. In an overall, you know, big uptrend. I do believe you could come down and grab these lows before seeing a potential big push up. But again, what I think and what's going to happen are probably two different things. I wouldn't react to that yet. You're at monthly support. You could still pull back all the way into here before then seeing something like that. So I guess I would have more of a bullish bias here on gold, oil. Sorry, if you've broken back above $70 again, you'll very likely come up and re-grab Tuesday's high. Daily's currently forming a bottom wick. So if today flips bullish, you could look for a buy stop and see if you can get this decent push higher into there, and you'll probably retrace a lot more. So yeah, longs on oil from a higher time frame perspective would make a lot of sense. I don't mind. Yeah, I'll have a look at GJ, man. Why not? Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. I like a good browse on Bitcoin. Um, Bitcoin on the monthly has been very nice, actually. Very, very nice. Respecting 55,000, tapped into 50,000, which was also a grab of the previous low. So buying it this month, risking off last month's low, was a very nice buying opportunity. Now, I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin. I don't give a shit about Bitcoin. I don't hold any personally. But just from a neutral technical perspective, yeah, it makes sense to come up and retest them all-time highs. Especially if you break back above 65s. If this monthly breaks back above 65s, this is a beautiful morning star play to continue pushing up. If you were looking at, if I assume you're wanting a higher time frame outlook. But yeah, even if this weekly closes above, you're going to have liquidity at that 65. So any pullbacks to buy up into there, yeah, that make the most sense. I wouldn't look at any downside on Bitcoin until you were to actually close below these levels. I only have upside on Bitcoin into all-time highs. Makes the most sense to me, man. I don't hold any personally. 17% return into all-time highs. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad little play. The best one I have used, Craig, is not the one I was using last time, but this FX replay. Someone told me to go on that, and it's way better. And you can also do a 5-day free trial. We don't actually have to pay anything, use it for 5 days and then cancel it. It's actually very nice, man. It's very nice. Chart colors. My blue that I have on isn't actually here anymore. Goldie just ripping here, guys. It's a shame, but I'm not buying it all-time highs. What do you say? GU. Yeah, we'll have a look at GU. Can just look at pound futures. Same thing. Ripping. Booming. Again. Crazy technicals. Last week grabbed the lows, so this week you're obviously looking for longs. And you're kind of already pushing very, very well. Same as gold, you're already ripping. Kind of see here, you came down, grabbed lows, had lots of highs to come and grab. But right now, it's pushing. If you're not already in from down here, don't chase it because it can pull back at any point. So for me, if I was trading pound futures today, I can already tell you there'll be nothing for me for the day on pound futures. You've already had the big push. You'd have to pull back for it to be worth it. Same as gold. Gold's just ripping these all-time highs now, guys, which is huge. 48 plus ticks into them all-time highs, which is absolutely insane. Sorry, above them all-time highs. I'm gonna get this hourly closure in 10 minutes as well. DZ, what's DZ, man? I don't know what DZ is. DZ? I don't know what that is. Took the 5-minute flip. Is that on gold? You took the 5-minute flip on gold. Got 153 ticks. Holy shit, man. Where do you get longs from? That's crazy. If I had more of an upside target, you know, yeah, there you go. You had a 5-minute fake out, but I didn't. And that's why it's so tough at these all-time highs. Because you know, you can get a lot of profit taken here, or you can just do this. I never know what's going to happen. Bought on the futures, 2611.7. Wow, let's have a look, man. Let's have a look. 2611.7. Holy shit. Oh, from Asia. Is that from... You get the buys from Asia. You take the... Do you take that 30-minute fake out in Asia? Yeah, nice. 2611.7. 2611.7. Fuck. Take the month off, you're done. Insane hold, man. If you held that one contract, it's a fucking fantastic trade. Yeah, that hourly fake out in Asia, that's how much it is. That's insane. Fuck, I should go there. There's one day I can't even jump on for Asia. Where was it? Fuck, it was all the way back down here. Look at that. Grabbed the lows, held the support. Fuck, that's insane. Yeah, big rip on gold, man. Big rip. I would have bought it from down here if we had grabbed the lows. But when it's pushed up this much, yeah, I can't justify buying gold there. Even this 5-minute fake out, that was a great reason to go long. Broke below, broke straight back bullish. I just can't buy that close to all-time highs because it can just go against me straight away. Yeah, it's lovely, lovely call. All right, guys, let me just grab a drink. I'll be 2 seconds. Hourly close in 8 minutes here on gold. 2 seconds. Yeah, me too, Chris. It's really difficult. You know, there's not honestly not a lot you can really do when you're like this, which is yeah, it's not ideal, but that's why it's good, you know. Like I say, anything else you guys are looking at, feel free to shoot it over. No, not really too much benefit watching gold today at these all-time highs now, which again is the recurrent theme of London, unfortunately. Left the perfect double bottom and then just. But to be honest, even if we had it, what? Say if you take that flip, to be fair, it'd be more than out. And to rip all the way back down, respect them all-time highs. Because remember, you look at gold, you see this rip up, like damn, you know, why didn't I take that breakout into all-time highs? It's like, okay, cool. Let's go have a look at something for a hot minute. If you tried to do that, if you tried to scalp little plays into all-time highs, last time we were at all-time highs, look how many times we pulled back from these all-time highs aggressively. 270 ticks, never grabbed all-time highs. 500 ticks, never grabbed all-time highs. 400 ticks, never grabbed all-time highs. 200 plus ticks. So when you're at all-time highs, yeah, you could look for a little scalp into liquidity, but you could also pull back 200-300 plus pips. So, you know, do you want to try and squeeze out 20 ticks for the potential to miss out on a huge pullback just because we think these highs are going to get grabbed? Of course not. So when you see this rip up now into all-time highs, yeah, it's a little bit annoying. You can say like, damn, you know, why didn't I take that? If you had done it here, you would have got absolutely rinsed trying to buy here at all-time highs every single time. It doesn't make sense. So remember, like I always say to you guys, we're not paid off one trade, we're paid off what works over a long period of time. And trying to buy gold at all-time highs at the resistance, for me, it could rip 500 ticks. I don't give a shit. I ain't buying gold that high because of this exact reason. Look how many times we never grabbed the liquidity, held this major resistance. And if you were too glued to longs to grab these all-time highs, you would have missed on some very easy opportunities to pull back some very, very big trades. So what was to say today on gold, we couldn't have done something similar where we come into this level, don't grab the highs, pull back a couple hundred ticks and then rip them. While looking left, that possibility is quite clearly very high. So put probabilities in your favor. Look at here. This is where you buy on gold. You break resistance, you hold it support, you buy here, you don't buy here. So again, we jumped on London, gold's already ripped. All-time highs, it just is what it is. We can't control that. Don't get frustrated, don't get emotional. It just is what it is. You can't control gold all-time highs. You can just react. But this is a very historical. Very, very historical. Yeah, so like I say, anything else you guys are looking at? Currency pairs, futures, or any questions you have, the strategy, top step, anything like that. Now's your guys' chance to fire it over for the next hour. And we'll use this Friday session just to reflect on the week and answer any sessions, any questions you guys do have. So feel free to shoot anything over. It can be absolutely anything. I remember, you know, we've been talking about these rips on gold into all-time highs this month. So you could have literally just taken these buys down here at the end of middle of September, and you could have just made that move and just be done. You know, we called these buys in this same month that we're still in. And that's the reason I haven't traded my personal account since last week, I think. Just top up the demo, man. That's the good thing. If you blow an account, it's all demo. You just top it up again. Just trade demo. Just easier. I have issues putting my stop losses, hold losses, and take profit very early. Then you are trading the money, not the charts. And if you're trading the money, not the charts, you have an emotional attachment to the money. So therefore, you need to work on eliminating that. If you have to trade from a perspective of, and again, it comes with time as well, you know. Like I could, when I first started trading, I'd see $50 profit, but oh my god, fuck, that's amazing, let me take it. And now I could see $500 profit and not really care. It just also does come with time, but yeah, it's more important to recognize that that's something you're doing wrong and that's something you need to work on. So actually recognizing the issue is the most important part to start with. Most people don't even take a second to recognize what they're actually doing wrong, and they just go round and round in circles for fucking years on years, jumping from strategy to strategy. So you've clearly identified something you're doing wrong, and now you need to work on what you're going to do to not do that anymore. So look, something interesting I've been diving into is trading psychology exercise. No, I haven't, Craig, but I would love to hear that, man, because honestly, trading psychology is one of my most enjoyable parts of trading. Like, you know, drawing technicals is pretty easy, I guess. Not easy, but it could be pretty basic. Psychology for me is the most important part, so yeah, I would love to hear that, man. Done that twice to be happy, but yeah, we all do it. We all do it. Like I say, doesn't matter what level you get to in trading, you still make stupid mistakes sometimes. As long as you're making them less and you're recognizing when you're, you know, feeling the emotions, that's the most important part. You know, I still get the same. I can still sit here and have FOMO right now. You know, it doesn't go. I still right now I have fucking fear of missing out. Gold's just ripped. You know, 150 ticks. I haven't got a single tick of it. I still have FOMO that I would have when I first started trading. I just don't react off it anymore. I recognize that I have fear of missing out, and I'm happy to just recognize that emotion and just take a step back. Yeah, recipe to everyone selling, absolutely, man. Iron? No, I haven't ever looked at iron. Is that I don't think I've ever looked at iron. Is that they have iron futures, or is there like a certain symbol against the US dollar? Yeah, well, absolutely, Craig. Drop me a message, man. Had 50% taken off, 4% profit, and oh my days. Oh, that's crazy. But that's a huge call, man. That was nice. I like how you waited it for these candles to actually close. That's the 15 flip. Fucking huge trade, man. And you were open to having stops on there, so that was a really nice trade as well. Yep, that is Chris. That is Aled. Aled in the chat. Only one strat you need, absolutely. Opinion on Apex versus Top Step. I don't use Apex, man. I only use Top Step. Apex have intraday trading drawdown limits, which to me make no sense. Top Step are far superior in my opinion. Top Step's the only futures and funding firm that I work with, man, and I recommend. Why not short gold? Is that a genuine question? Why would you short gold, man? Trade what you see, not what you think. Why would you short gold? Yeah, all good, Antonio. Have a good weekend, man. See you next week. What's going on, Brett? Brett's back in the house. Why would you short gold at all-time highs, man? If you want to short gold, break back below key level, definitely. Then I'll short gold, absolutely. But no, short gold right now, no. You're trying to trade what you think, not what you see, man. Not too sure, man. I don't know about Apex. Never traded on Apex. Never had a payout. I'm not sure, man. Why not coin flip? All right. You want a coin flip? I'll give you a coin flip. Whoa. Right. Heads is... Oh, shit. Wait. No. Heads is buy. Tails is sell. Be more profitable than most of these Instagram traders. Tails. What did I say tails was? Sell, I think. Shit. Okay, let's not do that. I know, the whole squad's back. Look at that. Whole squad's back. No, Chris. No. Don't say things like that, man. Not on a Friday. Get me banned on a Friday. Ask their traders to send in a video of themselves explaining their trades. Jesus. You never hear something like that from Top Step. It could, yeah. Gold could go up more. We just don't know. We just want to we just want to be understanding where do we want to be buying gold. We want to buy gold if we can come back down, retest all-time highs, hold it 2600 support, and then we can go long. And it's too bullish for me to want to sell pullbacks. If I want to sell pullbacks, that's fine. I can understand that it's a bit high risk, but what I'll do to take a pullback is I'll wait for something like that. Then I'd consider a pullback as more of a riskier trade. I'm not just going to start loading up shorts for no reason. I want to see it range for a little bit, grab some highs, break out on like the 5 minute, and then I can, you know, look for pullbacks. Because if I want to be buying gold, where do I want to be buying gold? I want to be buying gold at this previous all-time high in 2600 level, which is 78 ticks away, which would be a very nice pullback. But you just don't want to be the first one in the markets. I don't want to be the first one trying to jump in them shorts when gold's ripping all-time highs. I think you guys would all rightly leave the streams and never come back if I start selling gold right now. Let's go gambling. Yeah, sit firm in your hands. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what I say. Like I say, you know, let's use this time to look at other instruments and for you guys to ask questions. You can see copper futures is creating a little bit of a range. What's silver? What's silver been up to? That was one I was looking at a while ago. I think we were talking about that in Bali for the all-time, not all-time high, but a big breakout on the higher time frame. I kind of haven't really done that much actually. But you can see silver broke out of a major level with a lot of upside potential to the left, which actually still looks pretty good. Is Joe, are you still here? I know Joe, you had some incredible buys on silver. Mr. Manila still here? I know you had some great silver buys. What's the Trading Up podcast? Like a 6-figure trade or some fucking crazy stuff. Yeah, definitely looking. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Yep. If more people are taking profit, all-time highs, definitely. This silver does a really nice, more of a swing trade. You've broken out of this range that you were in since 2020. You've broken out of it. You've held it as support. The monthly grab lows held support. Bound to close bullish. For a swing trade, silver looks pretty nice. What the fuck? Captured 80 pips in the 1 minute. You know, when gold is at these all-time highs, ripping all-time highs, like, man, use this time to trade like a combine. If you really want to take some pullbacks, if you do break out, use that time to pull back. Use that time to pull back. That made absolutely no sense. Use that time to trade a combine. You don't have to go all in on a funded or personal. I'm not going to be trading my personal today. If I was trading my personal, it would have been down here, but I didn't get them buys. It's the one day I didn't get to trade Asia. Great shirt, Aaron. I'll be back soon. Appreciate it, Mike. See you soon, man. Dog is chilling. He's been playing with the water toy. He's outside chilling, waiting for his dinner. $20K from neither, man. That's my personal. Let me see it. Let me show you. Blubbery. Let's get Blubbery up for a second. Where's Blubbery? Where are we? Let's go. Yeah, nice one, Brett. Talk to you soon, man. I'll show you. Let me show you. Where are we? Yeah, me too, Nick. Me too, man. Me too. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Does NQ follow? I don't think so. Not that I know of anyway, but I mean, NQ does look bullish overall, man, yeah. NQ looks beautiful overall. Especially on the higher time frame. I don't think it really follows gold. But yeah, you faked out last week, you bottom weight. Yeah, continue pushing. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. See you next week, man. Have a good weekend. The beer fridge is calling. You got to answer them calls as well. You know what? I love just a little joke here. No, absolute, man. We got to have a little joke, especially when gold's ripping all time highs. We can cry about it or we can laugh about it. 10K a month on a personal, yeah, yep. It's been a good month. It's been a great month. And you know what's crazy? I didn't get as much of this rip as I wanted to. That's what's crazy. Been talking about these gold buys. I didn't get as much of this as I would like to, but we still had a great month. Back to back 10K months. And I said, like, fuck, I showed the $20,000 personal payout on YouTube as a post, and then someone commented that I was selling a lifestyle. I was sharing my $20,000 payout as fucking transparency purposes, not for a pat on the back, because I'm trying to sell you something. So you can't win. People say be more transparent. Show live accounts, show $20,000 payout, or you're selling a lifestyle. You can't fucking win in this game. So when I show you my month and gains, that's purely to show you guys for transparency purposes. And to sell your lifestyle. Crude oil on the 5. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, man. We may as well look at something else. Let's look at some scalps and something else. Maybe we'll take a little combine trade. Colgate. I don't know how we ended up here. I think we said, oh, look at this on oil. That day flips all the way up there. Oil. Well, that's a pretty nice nice spot, man. You top wick on oil, yeah. You could pull back. Again, I'm not gonna trade on personal. I don't scalp it enough. But as a little combine, if you top wick on the next 5 to continue pushing down, there's a very high chance you're gonna grab these lows. My only thing is with oil is it's not very nice to me on the intraday time frame. Can't make everyone happy, absolutely, man. Lambo pending. Lambo pending. Oh, you're in a sell. Wow, you're in a sell on oil. Wow, nice. Is it only 12 ticks? Wow. That's the thing. Yeah, if this was gold, that'd be like, oh, be a huge move. Does that mean copper's moving? Is copper moving? Yeah, look at copper about to fake out as well. Do we have a reason to sell copper? Because I do prefer copper to oil. You come up, you grab the highs. You kind of do have a level here. And then you have liquidity down here. 30's looking very bearish on copper. 15's about to do a massive fake out. Let's watch this 5-minute closure. May as well look at these instead of gold. There's a high chance you're going to come down and grab these lows. If you guys are new trading these, I recommend you just trade on a combine or something. Let me just... yeah, it's a big fake out on copper. Some big volume, big fake out volume there. Just grab the lows. Makes more sense to look at something else rather than gold. That's a pretty nice fake out though. And you could actually continue pushing down to like there. Especially if you break back below here. Again, if I do take it, guys, obviously it's just going to be a combine trade. I'm not going to take anything like that on a personal or funded account, so let's see. Let's see, I'm going to close my personal. Personal's going for the day. Goodbye, personal. Speak later, McLaren pending. Yeah, nice one, Alan. Talk you soon, man. Contract worth on copper. Did we say is it 12.50 or 15? 12.50. Nice one, Alan. Yeah, 12.50. 12.50 per contract on copper. I'll take a trade. I'll show it to you guys. Just literally on a combine. Just so we can see what the feels like. 5-minute just closed. Let's have a look. I've never taken a trade on copper. Oh wow, yeah, it's pretty big. 5-minute flip is already up $37 at one contract. Maybe we should trade copper a little bit more. This isn't an official trade or anything like that, guys. I'm just taking a contract just to see what it's like. Yeah, look at that quick. You top wick a little bit more though. Yeah, there is, Alan. Yep, I saw that, man. On the 15, yeah, if you meant this one, absolutely. That's what I kind of want to see. If we can see this copper on the 15 actually close bearish, next 15 give more of a top wick. Yeah, that's a very nice target. And from what I have seen on copper, it does respect the same liquidity plays as gold, you know, as we can clearly see. You've come up, you've grabbed the highs, you've held this resistance, massive fake out, and you have liquidity down here. What was our higher time frame bias again? Yeah, big daily resistance. Also grabbing previous daily highs, but also overall bullish. That's a quick fire. I'm going to go break even because I think it's not an official trade. I think the 15 will give more of a top wick, which will look for a proper entry. This 15 closes bearish on copper. Gold's starting to pull back a little bit as well, which is nice. If it can pull back, grab some 15 lows, maybe rebuy all-time highs. But yeah, if we get a bearish 15 close here on copper, could look for a little scalp to the downside. Contract sizing is very big though, so if you guys run a 50k, trading one contract is quite big. I'd consider micros. Call 18 on oil. Good man. Well done. Well done, man. Well done. That's very nice. Considering gold is ripping, to quickly switch it to oil and get that flip. Yeah, look at that. I mean, same as oil. You know, if oil re-breaks them lows. Oh, is that how small it is? Oh, it's quite small. It's very small. There's a little sell stop down into them lows, but I don't think it's worth it. I think copper is nicer. I know we said we were going to watch this. We should probably do a little simulation session this one time, or I shouldn't record it. Sometimes when gold's ripping or doing nothing in London, there's no reason why we can't look at something else like copper, which does actually, from what I've seen, move well in the European session and follow very similar elements. I'm out that little sell there on gold. Sorry, copper. Break even. Or has anyone Discord or Zoom tested it a little bit more? Any of you guys tested it a little bit more? We should do that. We should make a copper channel in Discord, and we should share our results, even if it's just forward testing, and then we can all get a good idea. If you guys on Zoom want that, we can do that. Just make a separate channel just for copper. Obviously, 90% of our focus is always going to be on gold. Don't move to copper unless you've fully got gold down. But whilst gold's, you know, ripping all-time highs at these sessions, if we want to have a look at something else, share some results of what we're seeing, yeah, why not? Why not? I don't want to confuse anyone though. I want to make sure that it actually does follow the exact same principles, which I'm confident it does, but yeah, I'll have a look into it a little bit more. I do love just gold, but for the sake of us jumping on for London and not watching gold do nothing, I don't see why we can't look at something else. I'll leave it with me. Leave it with me. This 5 flip was nice though. It just, the thing is, the stop's way too big. So what I would rather see here, if this was gold, we'll just treat it like the exact same way until we learn more about it. If this 15 is going to close bearish, which it is in 39 seconds, if we top wick, grab the highs, tap into this level, shorts back down, look pretty nice. You guys on YouTube, 150 people tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in this fine Friday afternoon. If you guys wouldn't mind dropping a little like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Oh, is there no micros? Okay. Is there not? Nah, there's not. Good spot, man. Good spot. 5, imagine that. It is big gains. It is big gains. And these are, you know, that was a 10-tick move down. One contract, $120. It's pretty decent. So 15 on copper has not closed yet. I thought that was the last 5. So we'll wait for this 15 to close here, guys, because we do want to see it break this support. And if it does, cool. We're currently grabbing the previous highs, like we said. So you could flip this, but I actually thought this was the close of the 15. So let's wait for the 15 to close. So give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back, and let's continue to watch copper and see what we get for the rest of the day. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oh wow. This is why these closes are really key here on copper. Look at this 30. So copper's kind of simple here, to be honest. What's gold up to? Just ripping. 30 starting to reject on gold, which is quite nice. Yeah, this is where it gets pretty simple on copper. You have sells below here, and you have buys back above here. That 30 close was actually pretty... What's the word? Shite. And buys above there could easily come back up into them regions, and sells below on copper. It's actually kind of motivating me to look at copper more. This is looking quite nice. Yes, I like that level. I really like that level. I like that level. 8 pips a spread. Holy shit. That's huge, man. More of a reason to look at futures. Let me have a look at my personal. What is it on the CFD side? I don't actually know what it is. Out of copper. Copper versus the US dollar. Let's have a look. 3.6 for me on Blueberry. 3.6. Well, it actually says 3,600, but I like to assume that's probably 3.6. Yeah, on futures, it's as you guys saw, it was pretty instant. Maybe one tick. Let's try it. You know, let's use this time to let's try on a combine. Let me share my screen with you guys on Zoom. Let's see what the fills are like together. I think they'll be pretty good though. Let's put a buy if this 5 can reflip back bullish, and let's see what kind of fill we get, just for testing purposes. We'll figure it out together. Because I thought it was a big rejection, so the pullback would make sense. So if this 35 can flip bullish, let's just see what the fills are like. This is just a test, sirs. This is just a test. I'm gonna on my way on the weekend. I'm gonna have a look into copper more. I'm gonna download some dates and have a look. I do want to make sure that it actually moves in London as well. I think it does, but I want to be fair. Oh, I had beautiful buys yesterday on the 30-minute on copper. Look at these buys here on the 30 on copper yesterday. That once you rip the lows and flip bullish, that was pretty much exactly what we were looking for on gold. So it clearly does move. I mean, that's not enough to base it. I'll have a better look than that, but I'm very intrigued. I don't know many people who actually trade copper. Let's have a look. That's a good question, man. So if this 5 was to flip into this high, that would be 29. If this 5 was to flip into here, that would be... Yeah, same for me, man. Same for me. Oh, currency chart. What is it on the currency chart? I think if we were going to trade it, I think we should just look at the futures and just get used to that. But yeah, maybe, man, maybe. I'm not sure what it is on the currency. Let's see what this feels like. This isn't any sort of official trader, guys. This is just me testing this on a combine. We broke back above that little VWAP. The 30-minute rejected the lows. I just want to see what the feels like. Look, see, test says. Make it a little bit bigger. This is just a test. Just a test. So far, I haven't been tagged in. It's looking pretty good. I assume it would maybe be one tick, or it could be pretty instant. Yeah, perfect. Literally perfect fill there on top step. Right at the level. Look at that. That's why we fucking love futures. It was a perfect fill. Perfect fill. But yeah, the 1250 per tick is... It could be big. So if you guys are trading on a 50k combine or a 50k funded account, you know, be sure to work out risk management. But I mean, even that's pretty good. You take one contract, you risk over 30 lows. $200, pretty good. You can now probably have stocks below that 5 low. Again, I'm just testing this with you guys. Goldie, 30-minute rejected the highs, showing some initial signs of finding some sort of resistance, but not enough to short just yet. Let me get out this trade. Let me see, 5 minute, 50. How much is that? That's 3 ticks, 4 ticks minus 50. Let's see. But yeah, in terms of what we're looking at on copper today, after that 30-minute grab the highs, close bearish, grab the lows, held support, we'd have to probably wait for a little bit more than that. Let's just get rid of that trade. So unfortunately, there's no copper trades yet, unless we break back above. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's have a look at the chart. Let's have a look at some previous... yeah, they did, man. Oh, I tested 2 contracts. Oh no. Yeah, 2 contracts is probably a bit too much. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at copper in a different day. Little gap down there. Let me go here. Next video. You have to ask my editor. I have 2 videos coming out, man. I have 2 videos that are being edited, which should hopefully be soon. Let's have a look. Let's look at the 30 on copper. Let's go back to a London session. See, as last time we looked at it. Look, perfect double top. Once you grab the lows, close bullish. Buys into that. Still follows the same liquidity plan. We just want to know, does it move in London? Let's have a look. That was pretty nice. Grab the lows. Oh, then you did grab the highs and close bearish. But yeah, you still had a big move in London. You had a big move in London there. You had a big move in... a little bit of a move there. Bit of a range. Let's have a look. London. Yeah, nice. Grab the highs. Faked out. Rebroke the lows. Little scalp down there. Probably a pretty decent move as well. No top wick though. This thing I need to find out if it does create them. From what I can just see very briefly here looking at copper, I can see a lot of no top and bottom wicks. Very frequent actually. No top wicks, no top wicks, no bottom wicks, no bottom wick, no bottom wick, no bottom wick. No top wick. So that's something that's already slightly different to gold, that if we were going to trade this, we can't be put off a trade because of no top wick. But that's also pretty good for buy and sell stops, because if it doesn't flip, that's fine, no trade. But you know, if we see a bullish close with no top wick, that doesn't mean we can't take buys in the next hour, based off just what we've seen in the past 2 minutes of looking at this. So that's one thing we're already noticing. You clearly do follow the same principles of gold, where you clearly grab previous highs, which is great. Let's go back to another London session. This is what I'll do when I'm looking to trade something new. Just go back and just look at how did it move in previous London sessions. Is it worthwhile us watching? Here, 4 a.m, too early. Here, 6 a.m, broke above. Did you have a reason? Yes, you did. You absolutely did. Do you have a reason? I was about to say, do you have a reason to buy in some highs? Yes, you absolutely did. You had a perfect double top. You broke out in London and continued ripping. That was a very nice trade. That was a 53 tick trade. That was very nice. Copper Wagyu beef candle trading. September drop. Strategy drop in October. Absolutely. Yeah, nice morning star there. What time is that? It looks like it moves very well in London. Look at that massive fake out. It probably would have been hard to buy that with stops needing to be so big, but a big rip. Again, look at this. What did you do before this whole push down? You came up, you ripped the highs, you held the resistance. New York session, ripped down. I assume it's probably news, but still. It's clearly following our liquidity strategy very well. Look at that. What did you do before this move up? 8 a.m. London time. When was that? 5th of September. You wicked out the lows. You wicked all the way back up. You take buys at 8:30 up into this double top. That is an absolutely fantastic trade. All right, guys, I'm retired from gold. Next number plate on my non-existent Lamborghini is going to be copper by the looks of it. This is looking quite interesting. Especially, it's just when gold's at these all-time highs, you know. I still want to be firing up these streams with you guys. Here, again, liquidity, people jumping short, stops above there. You come up, you grab the highs, close below. Or if you buy up into that in the London session, did you get an opportunity? Nah, not really. But you still came up, grabbed the liquidity. Really? Cattle futures. Oh, I love looking at cattle futures. Again, London, grabbed the highs, held the resistance. Big dip again. So yeah, it looks good to me. I think that is enough reasons to say that this is probably something we should start to watch if gold is ever in tricky ranges like it is now. Gold is always still going to be, will always be 90% of my focus. But when we're doing what we're doing today, in which we have kind of done for the whole week, there it is, Chris. Someone had to do it. Yeah, when gold is being what it has been like all week, why can't we look at something else? If copper re-breaks these lows and breaks back below here, this is a perfect double bottom of pretty much exactly what we've just been talking about. You close back below here, we could have a 44 tick push back down into these lows. 44 ticks at one contract, a $550 trade. That's a very nice trade. CWA copper with Aaron. Community rebranding incoming. Gotta love it, Chris. Gotta love it, man. But yeah, the nice thing is yeah, the fills there on top step were perfect. Literally perfect execution. So let's just have a look. It looks like we're probably going to re-grab these previous 30-minute lows. So could you look for a sell on the flip of this current 5-minute stops above that high to continue pushing down? You'll be risking about 10 ticks. If this 5 can reflip back bearish, let's have a look. Let's just put it in. Actually, let's have a look at 2. Remember, guys, it's just a combine. I'm just putting it around. I'm putting a sell stop on the break of this 5 low, risking off the previous 5 high, anticipating that this 5-minute can flip bearish and continue pushing down. If it doesn't, you keep pushing up. That's fine. This is just a little forward test. We'll use this time wisely to re-grab these lows here and to see this hourly continue selling off. Because the hourly grab highs, close bearish, instant top wick, flipping bearish. A target would make sense. Would make sense to me. 4 hour. 4 hours a little bit more difficult. You kind of see you're at 4 hour resistance. You've grabbed the highs, you've pushed down, but your big 4 hour support. See, 4 hour could easily wick up and still hold that. Either way, 5 minutes reflipping back up, we'll just cancel the sell stop. Pretty simple. So cancel the sell stop. If we grab the highs and start to reflip, great. But a bit of a tight range here on copper. Oh, actually, you may reflip. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Again, this is just a forward test. I don't want any of you guys to take this. It's just a forward test for me, just to see. I just want to get a feel for copper. The safest bet would be if I wait for it to actually close into the range properly on the 30 and then get the top wick. But I think if this 5 can flip, you could drive. If this was gold, this is exactly what I would be looking at. Two minutes till 5 can flip. You can probably just, if this 5 does flip, you can probably just, risk off the 5 high. If this was a normal gold trade, remember, it's just a forward test, guys. I don't want anyone to actually take this. I'm just taking this on a combine. I just want to get a feel for copper. The best way for me to get a feel of something new is to actually be in something real, even though it's just a combine. If this 5 doesn't flip, in 1 minute 30, we'll reassess. Let me just run to the toilet here, guys. Let's watch this 15 close here on copper. I was about to say gold. I didn't know. Look at that, 125. These are, yeah, these are quick moves, aren't they? These are very quick moves. How much is that? It's not so much that it's a lot, it's just, yeah, 7 ticks, that's pretty nice. How much was that, that 40 ticks, wow. Wow, wow, wow. How's that 15 just closed for us? It makes it a little bit bigger. Can you guys on Zoom see this okay? Is it cut off or is it okay? I know it is a little bit, but 15, yeah, rebroke the lows, closed bearish. You can probably get a top wick and it's good. Cool. Again, you know, if you're playing it down, would I hold 4 down set? No. But 2 contracts down into them lows, it's a very big trade. This is just on this combine. Let me just move you guys back for a second because my screen's too high, it's hurting my neck. Let me bring this down a little bit. Staring over, there we go. Now it's at eye level. So if we were in this, if this was gold, would we be open to managing? Yes, we probably would. Because we would be looking at this. I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna treat it as if it was the exact same way I'd be treating gold. And as soon as we come into this level, we would be open to managing. Yeah, now it's in profit. I can claim that was an actual trade. So yeah, good trade there, guys. Well done. Secure some partials. I'm just kidding. 10 contracts, I'm out. Easy work, man. Easy work. Yeah, this is just a little forward test. I'm going to see if there's a way that I can fire up, download some data and do some forward testing whilst I'm on the run this weekend and see what I find and share it with you guys. Goldie's finding some resistance. 15 did close bearish, but if this 15 grabs the lows on gold and closes bullish, you may buy all-time highs again. Broke back, play that VWAP. Does it respect VWAP? Yeah, fake out of it, holds it. Something we should also be open to looking at. $220, 2 contracts, pretty nice. Reasons for this trade was needing to re-grab the 30 lows once you came close to it. And a 15. No, where was it? I thought there was an evening star somewhere. Was there not? No. There wasn't. We are re-grabbing them 30 lows. So re-grabbing them 30 lows, if this was gold, we would be opening to managing because we're re-grabbing the lows. We're at 4-hour support. You could re-grab these lows and start to pull back. So managing there, forward test or live trade would make the most sense. Now, would it be worth securing some partials? 11 ticks? No, not really. Again, I need to understand what our average outcome would be. But 11 ticks? No. No. If it was real, I would. If it was real, I would, man. It's just a little combine play. This is that combine that is current balance is 192,000. That's got to be history. If I actually get this account passed, I want a medal from Top Step. Balance is at 192,000. You guys who've been around for a while know what happened on that day. Move that out of the way. Oh no, look at this. Yeah, it was a news day. and I hit my profit target on this 150k combine. So then I tried to lose money to get it back down below the daily loss, and then obviously we don't lose here. We just kept making more. It was fucking crazy. So now I just keep it as a combine and just to test some stuff on. 16 ticks here on gold. It's pretty nice. Ooh, gap up there. I wonder if that's something that happens a lot. I think it is actually. Look, you kind of see here, you close bullish, gap down, and then pushed. So we just closed bearish. We just gapped up. So let's see what happens from then on out. Because you did it there. Closed bullish, gap down, pushed higher. Closed bullish, gap down, pushed. So we've closed bearish. We've gapped up. Could we push? Let's not be too aggressive. Let's let this trade run just to understand how we're moving after a gap up. So we've already, you know, in the past, however short amount of time we've been looking at copper, we've already picked up some very key things. We've noticed top and bottom wicks aren't much of a thing on the higher time frame. We've just noticed a little gap up. We've noticed it also follows the same liquidity principles. So we're already building some very valuable information in the past 10 minutes, 20 minutes that we've been looking at copper here. And this is what you guys this weekend should go away and do if you want to expand into something else. From what I've seen so far, copper looks to move on an intraday time frame much nicer than oil, that's for sure. You're grabbing previous 5 highs here. Oh, don't tell me that. Are they, Chris? I can't see the YouTube chat because it's here. We can have a look together though. Let's all have a look. Everyone's going to expose each other. Wait, where? Who took it? Who took it? Where? Yeah. Nice gold sells. Soon. Made a quick 700. There you go. There it is. 700. Wow. How much did you get? How much was it? 14 ticks. Not bad. I'm in. There you go. Man's in it. Let's see. Either way, if this was a gold trade, we wouldn't be securing any partials because it's only 15 ticks, but we would definitely be break even. There you go, cool, break even. So what was the, well, let's have a look at the fees on that as well, because that will also be interesting. Let's have a look. The fees here, same as gold, $3. Wait, I think it's same as gold. 324 per contract, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. Good question, Luke. I usually secure partials if it's around 20 plus ticks and coming into a level where the trade can go against me. That's the most important part, man. When the trade can go against me, that's usually when I'm taking partials. And if it's 20 plus ticks, great. If it's less, I won't take anything. But yeah, I'm always trying to understand. See, look at this 30 on copper. This is doing what we said, where you could be grabbing these lows to pull back. If I had an upside target, we'd look for some longs, but we don't, unless we get back above here. But yeah, yeah, 15 is looking interesting on gold. You're grabbing the lows, about to close bullish. 30-minute also grabbed the previous 30-minute lows, about to close in 6 minutes as well. But yeah, I take partials. Like, let's use this copper example as a great example. If this trade here, we understood that if we were in this trade here, this resistance is an area where we could be grabbing the previous 30 lows where it could go against me. So if this was more than like 20 ticks, I would be taking some off. At 16, it's not really worth it. But if it was anything more than 20, yeah, if not even close full or trail, close one, trail aggressively, because we're at a level where this trade could push back higher. So taking partials for me is not really, it's trade by trade basis as well. If there's huge volume that's pushing massively in my favor, I don't just want to secure for the sake of it. I'll just trail aggressively. Again, trailing is something I know I need to work on. But yeah, it's always trying to understand the markets from a neutral perspective. We're tapping into a support. this trade could go against me. Actually, you know what? A perfect example was the trade on gold, the gold buys that we spoke about in the market call in the New York session yesterday, where some of you guys didn't take partials, which is fine. We're here to learn, but we had this support level. I can't remember exactly what it was, somewhere like there. And I spoke about the market call. If gold rejects this level, then buys from there up into these highs up here. Now, for me on gold, this trade hit about 35 ticks. It wasn't that good. It was probably like there maybe. It hit 35 ticks. I wanted gold into here. As soon as we started grabbing this previous high and rejecting, that's a good place to be like, cool, this could be a liquidity grab, and we could be grabbing these highs. We're also up 30 plus ticks for a scalp. That's a pretty decent amount of ticks. If we get runners, amazing. So as soon as we grab these highs and start to reject on the lower time frame or close bearish, take some partials and try and hold the rest up. So I only closed about 50% of that because I was very confident that we were going to get this move up. But 35 ticks, I have to secure something, because if I let that come down to break even, there's no such thing as a risk-free trade. When this trade's running, this trade is open 35 ticks. So my risk is 35 ticks because I could give that back. That's too big of a risk for me. So I'm happy to lock in something. And if it does come back down to get me, runners will get me. But as long as I'm securing something at these highs, and the fact that it is at a big level of 4-hour resistance here, I want to be open to managing. Same as if you sold gold here, second you come into these areas, manage your trade because you could grab lows and start pushing. Same as gold here, you buy gold today where you're securing your partials at this resistance here and at this resistance here. So you guys on Zoom, stick around for 2 seconds. I'm just going to wrap up YouTube. I'll be 2 seconds. All right, YouTube fam, I'm gonna show my trade history. Go back a little bit on the stream, man. I just showed my whole entire live account a second ago. Go back on the stream. It's somewhere on this stream, man. You'll be able to watch it after this as well. So YouTube guys, I'm gonna wrap up here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Hopefully you did learn something today. Gold ripping all-time highs. Not a lot we can do, but hopefully you guys did take some value from the stream. It was still great to jump on with you guys, and I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. And have a good weekend. And we'll see you guys next week, hopefully, with some potential copper update. So have a good weekend, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Trade safe. Peace.